All right, what is going on, guys? Scars here, or Brian, whatever you like to call me. Whoa, almost just tripped over my bed as I was doing that intro. But guys, it is a beautiful morning here in the Philippines. I actually have no idea what time it is. I think it's a little bit after 9 a.m. Well, totally wrong. It's actually 8 in the morning, which shows you I kind of lose track of the time. But I wanted to do a little bit of a video because it's been quite some time since I've made any kind of content, but I figured I'd also do a little bit of a vlog style video, show you guys a day in my life, because I don't really do a whole lot throughout the day unless it's kind of the beginning of the month, and then that's when I do a little bit more traveling, which I will take you guys along with me when I do some traveling very soon. I'm going somewhere at the end of the month. I won't say exactly where yet, but there is a couple of places I'm highly considering. But I want to show you guys what a typical day of my life is like, show you a little bit of my new condo. It's not really a condo tour, but at least part of my daily life to show you guys some aspects of that. So that being said, let's get started. I just woke up and made my bed, obviously. Usually the very first thing I do is have a glass of water, use the bathroom, open my curtains, have this beautiful view of the city. I'm here in Cebu City, up here in Busay, which is kind of up here in the mountains, and wow, it is just absolutely gorgeous up here, guys. So I've been here for about a month and a half now. If you guys remember, I used to live in my previous apartment, so coming here was quite the upgrade, to say the least. And then coming out here, just a brief introduction to my condo. Like I said, this isn't really an official tour, but my living room area, kitchen, I got a nice little knife set that I bought, cutting board, everything. You know, we gotta have all the basics out here. Got a ton of sardines up there, some pineapple stuff. I'm really focusing on a protein-rich diet because I'm going to the gym now. So we got some Gold Standard whey as well, and then of course you gotta have your meal prep chicken, eggs, all that good stuff, all the Coke Zero. So it's pretty good stuff right there. So first order of business in the morning is, of course, drink some water. Typically we'll get on my laptop, get that prepared, drink some water, pull up YouTube. I also just want to really thank Gio from Gio in the Philippines YouTube channel. Really awesome guy. I did an interview with him. I will post the video in the description below if you guys want to check out that interview. Thank you so much to some of his subscribers for coming to my channel. I'm sorry it took me this long to get a new video out, but hopefully you guys will enjoy this one and get a little taste of my day-to-day life. And please, if you guys have any questions about anything in the Philippines, feel free to leave it in the comments below. Just ask me anything. I'm more than happy to respond. I try to respond to as many comments as I can, especially if it's a question. I will definitely try to help you out. So yeah, feel free to leave a comment below, and would love to answer anything you guys are curious about. That being said, get the keys, the wallet, get that ready, get the glass of water, because we drink a lot of water. And if you guys are here in the Philippines, you know very well these 10-liter water bottles are essential. I cannot do this with one hand, so I'm going to put down the camera, but I drink a lot of these throughout the week. All right, guys, now with that being said, we got a little bit of Gio up here on the screen, got my waters ready. We're about to go down and get some coffee, bring you guys along for that. Also, if you guys are in the Philippines, I'm telling you right now, I know some people think Crocs look ridiculous. You will see so many Filipinos wearing them, and I can tell why, man. They're so comfortable, so easy to just slip on and off, and pretty versatile, slip resistant. I really suggest getting some Crocs, right? These are just kind of like my daily, not slippers, but just kind of go-to wear shoes. And then obviously my tennis shoes are for the gym and other more formal things. Hi, I'm Buntag. Morning, guys. Coffee is secure. Let's go back to the condo. All right, guys, coffee is secure. And what I usually like to do with this coffee, I'm gonna try to do this with one hand and hopefully not burn myself spilling it. But I like to take the coffee and put it into a glass mug here, kind of like that. Main reason is because I don't really like tasting that kind of papery texture. You guys know that kind of flavor you get from paper cup coffee, but when you put it in a glass mug, you kind of retain more of the coffee bean flavor rather than, you know, that infusion of paper as well. So got that going. Bring that over here with my water, because I always make sure I'm fasted right before I go to the gym. Watch a little bit of Geo, and we'll get over to the gym.
That a monthly allowance right away. You know, to me, they are children. You don't need to be paying them an allowance. You've asked to quit her job because you want her to be able to travel and spend more time with you.
Okay, guys, we just finished our coffee. We are ready to head to the gym and get a good workout in. I don't remember what muscles I'm working out today, but I'll take you guys along and do a little workout video. All right, guys, we just finished cardio, which I do 30 minutes of cardio here on the treadmill, 5 days a week. And today is Tuesday, which means it's a back and biceps day, which is actually my favorite day. So I'm gonna do a little bit of that. I know I look pretty exhausted after just the 30 minutes of cardio, but you gotta do the weightlifting too. If you wanna build muscle, you know, you're trying to build biceps, then you gotta do the weightlifting also. So we're gonna get into that. Well, if it's not apparent from my face, yeah, it was a pretty hard workout. There was actually one point during one of those bicep curls. I'm maxing out at 17.5 kilos right now, bicep curls. And man, let me tell you, it is, I got lightheaded at the end of that set. It usually doesn't happen, but man, I think I was locking my knees or something. I have no idea. But either way, weather is kind of cloudy, which is actually good for me because when I like to go swimming, I don't like when it's super sunny because I get sunburned pretty easily. As you can imagine, I have very pale skin. So I think this is perfect weather right now to go to the pool. I'm going to take you guys along and show you. It's pretty nice. All right, guys. Well, this is the pool here, as you can see, and kind of similarly to the gym. For the most part, it's pretty quiet. I mean, especially this time in the morning. You know, it's a Tuesday morning, so I can imagine not really a lot of people out here, but absolutely beautiful view of the mountains up here in Busai. And you get some of the city skyline views over there too. So really just such a beautiful pool, especially at nighttime. You know, they have a lot of really nice lights that come on. If I have a video, I'll try to show you guys that. So this is really a great place, especially right after the gym. You always use a little shower down there. You don't want to put all your sweat and oils in the pool, obviously. So take, you know, a shower over there and then jump in, and it's nice. All right, guys, so we're out here in the pool. I just realized my camera was not recording. This is also the first time some of you guys have seen my bald head. Thank my biological father for that one, genetics. But anyways, like I said, guys, very nice pool. You kind of jump in, a little bit chilly, but you get acclimated to it pretty quick. Really nice temperature, and nobody else here right now. So I'm gonna do a few laps here, then after this, go back, make some breakfast, and get some protein in. So we'll get that done. And you know, the funny thing about this pool actually is that the max height is only 6 feet. And I know I only say 6 feet because most people aren't 6 feet, but I'm 6'5". So for me, I can literally just stand right here at the deepest part of the pool. So I guess you can say I don't have to worry about drowning in this pool anytime soon. So, but yeah, super nice. I mean, like I said, you guys can just look over the top of the hills and City way down there in the view. Super nice. You can't beat this view, honestly. Okay, guys, it is finished. Pool is finished. Time to take a shower and get some breakfast because I am very hungry now. All right, guys, so we're about to cook up some breakfast here. This is not really a food tutorial video, but I'll show you guys a little bit about what I kind of make. I have a very kind of basic protein heavy diet. So essentially I just kind of make a scrambled egg with onion and garlic kind of mix, and put a little shredded cheese in there and a little mustard, which I know mustard might throw some people off, but don't knock it till you try it. And especially when you're doing this just about every day, you kind of get used to it. So I always love to use fresh garlic in my food, and onion of course, and it just enhances the flavor so much. So take about half a clove or half a garlic thing, clove, whatever you call it, and crush this all up, and some onion, dice it up, and get it in the pan. All right, onion and garlic's good to go. Let's get that in the pan. All right, guys, and then we put 3 whole eggs and 3 egg whites. I always try to do the egg whites first because sometimes when I'm splitting them, the yolk falls in there, so it's better to try to do 3 egg whites first and then the whole eggs, just in case you make a mistake. And I know that seems like a lot of eggs, guys, but you have to remember too, I'm 270 pounds, I'm 6'5", and according to my protein intake, I need about 230 grams of protein a day. So even after all these eggs, I also need a protein shake on top of that, just for my first meal out of 3. So you can imagine it's definitely a lot of protein throughout the day in order to maintain muscle while I'm losing weight. I always season it with a little magic syrup. If you guys don't know what this is, it's just a bunch of good stuff, and sometimes it's also a pain to open, so I have to use a knife to open that up. And I just put a little packet on that. I mean, we got so many eggs in there, so that. I always put a little pepper as well. Add some good spices and a little onion powder, even though there's already onion in there. Can't have enough onion. And then that's good to go, and just stir that up, make this into a scramble, because that's pretty much the only way I know how to do it. I mean, I'm not an expert chef by any means, but this is, in my opinion, one of the easiest meals you can make that has a lot of protein. I think this meal alone will have about 100 grams or so of protein. So about almost half of my entire protein, including the protein shake, it is half of my entire protein in just one meal. So, but I really need this if I'm going to retain muscle when cutting. And this is pretty much done. I mean, you can still see a little runniness, and I know you guys can't see it, but just take a handful of shredded cheese, and it's just some basic mozzarella. You don't want to use too much cheese, obviously. I know the one that's gonna be strange for people is the mustard, but I'm telling you guys, don't knock it till you try it. I mean, 0 calories, adds a huge depth of flavor. Just add a bit of that, and then you just stir this up, and this is basically my meal 6 days a week for breakfast. I always put my eggshells and all my other stuff that's gonna stink up the garbage into a little bag separate from my garbage can, and I can show you guys the nice thing rather about my condo is how I dispose of this. It's a nice little garbage chute right here, so you just take your garbage and just throw it down. That's it. I do that every single day. And that's basically the meal, guys. I know it doesn't look that appetizing for some people, just a big yellow glob, but honestly, I eat for fuel and some flavor, obviously. And this, as I said before, has plenty of protein in it. And then I'm gonna take 1 scoop of the Gold Standard 100% whey protein powder. This is the extreme milk chocolate flavor. Super good. You just mix this with a little water. Or if you can find some like low sugar almond milk or something, you can make it even creamier. But yeah, we're gonna make one of these, and this will be my first meal. Good to go. And then we get one of these little oat biscuits as well, and that's it. You know, get a little carbs in, obviously, because, you know, I do work out a lot 5 days a week, and especially at my size, I got to make sure I have enough calories. If I'm eating too little calories throughout the day, then I'll lose some of the muscle that I've built so far. I should also preface by saying that I'm semi-new to weightlifting in some sense. I did do quite a bit of weightlifting back in 2023, 2022 to 2023, you know, because I wanted to lose weight, and I didn't lose weight for myself. Actually, I lost weight because I had my heart broken by a girl, which is totally the wrong reason to lose weight and build muscle. But it was motivation enough for me at that time to just go to the gym and just do it. And I think at that time I did it 4 days a week. Now I'm doing 5 days, which is a little more aggressive, but I learned so much from that, you know, going to the gym, lifting weights. And, you know, as I was losing the weight, I, for the first time in my life, was at a low enough weight where I was able to go into the military. Some of you guys may know that I was in the Navy. So I did that. And once I got out of the Navy, of course, I gained a lot of weight again. And so now for the last month and a half, I've been getting back into it. And, you know, it's just inspiration now to see where I was to where I am now, you know, in terms of, you know, losing the weight, then gaining it back, and now trying to lose it again. It inspires me to know that I can do it. And this time it's motivation to just feel better and look better, not for any particular person, but everyone has their own motivation. And I think some guys would be lying if they said they weren't losing weight to impress women, or, you know, whatever the case is. But really, at the end of the day, though, it should be about something bigger than yourself. It's just being a better version of who you were yesterday, today. And that's why I continue to do it. And just feel better health-wise. You sleep better, you have more energy. It's a total, you know, 180 turn. You just feel completely different. So that's why I continue to do it. Well, this is the time of the day where after breakfast, I kind of want to just kind of decompress a little bit, you know, not really do a whole lot, at least for the next 2 hours, just kind of relax. I think that's really good, especially when you had a pretty brutal workout like I did today. It's just a good idea to kind of just relax. And even sometimes I'll take a nap for an hour or so. It just kind of depends on my mood. But yeah, right now, just gonna relax. Not a whole lot goes on throughout the day, guys. You know, on a typical day like today, I really won't do a whole lot. If I'm really kind of feeling a little more adventurous, maybe I'll go to IT Park or ILS Center, or maybe even Tops here in Cebu, just to, you know, get a little different perspective. I'll do that, you know, every so often, maybe once a week. But in terms of like going out to travel and whatnot, I usually save that for the end of the month. And that's why kind of at the end of this month, I'm going to be traveling to a new place. Hopefully I will feel inspired enough to also make a vlog for that point. But yeah, this is a very typical day, just really laid back, just kind of relaxing, focusing on my normal routine. So for the next couple hours, just chilling and relaxing, and not doing a whole lot. Now take a look at this, guys. It's rainy season here in the Philippines, so you can imagine some pretty intense rain. Beautiful view though here up here in the mountains. I don't know how well you guys can hear me, but yeah, really intense torrential downpour of rain. But kind of similarly to Florida, it might rain like this for 20 minutes and then it's completely gone again. So, but yeah, you know, the weather here during rainy season changes quite significantly. All right, guys, we are making meal number 2. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to immediately start heating up the pan. This meal is pretty straightforward. This is really just kind of a, again, all these meals are protein based, but this one is more on the, I would say, sweet and salty side, because we're going to be using a couple ingredients that, in my opinion, are Probably some of my favorites as part of the meal. In fact, I would say this is my favorite meal. And this is basically going to be a sardine with a bed of rice, sweet pineapple, some onion, soy sauce, and white vinegar all mixed together. And I know it sounds like a very strange combination to some people, but imagine kind of like, like a pineapple pizza sort of, where you get like meat on it. You get that sweet and salty combination. That's kind of the same principle here. So right now I'm cutting up some purple onion because I couldn't find all yellow onion at the local market I get these from. Very cheap for these little onions, only 10 pesos, which is like, I don't know, 20 cents per onion. So very, very cheap, very affordable for the onion. But we're just cutting these up real quick. As I may have shown you guys earlier in the video, we're using these sardines right here. These are called 555 sardines in natural oil with some salt. I have actually not eaten these ones yet. I used to eat tuna. However, the issue with canned tuna is if you eat that for a long time, you have a higher risk of mercury in your blood, which is not good. You can develop Mad Hatter's disease and basically go crazy. So we're going to use sardines, which essentially are extremely low in mercury, and see how the flavor is. All right, so the onion is going to come into the pan immediately. It's already been heating up for a little longer than I wanted it to, but onion goes in. You know, if it's sizzling, you know you have it hot enough. It should be sizzling at least a decent amount. And let that sit in there for about, 45 seconds. Clean off the cutting board. And at the same time, we're gonna be opening and draining these sardines. Camera decided to go crazy there, but we're gonna open and drain these sardines as well. And I know that fish is not everyone's thing, but honestly, you get a little bit of those omega-3s and you're kind of adding a little bit of versatility to your diet with the protein, then you'll actually really start getting a liking for them. And those are the sardines right there, guys. Yeah, those look appetizing, don't they? But it gets the job done, and honestly, it'll probably be pretty good. I don't think it'll be gross. All right, let's get these sardines in before I burn all the onions, because I can already see some of them caramelizing. So get those sardines in there. Oh my goodness. I've been using tuna the whole time, so to see little fish in here is a little bit strange for me, to be honest with you guys. Ooh, oh yeah, and strong too. Sardines definitely have a stronger smell than tuna, to say the least. So let that heat up for about 45 seconds. Get the bed of rice ready as well. And I don't have a operating rice cooker right now because my rice cooker unfortunately has broke. I don't know how it broke, but it did. However, one of the advantages about living in a condo that's attached to a 7-Eleven is 7-Elevens here in Philippines always have fresh rice. So I just go there, pay 20 pesos, which is 35 cents really for a fresh cup of rice. So it's the best way to do it. Now that the sardines have kind of heated up, gonna put the pineapple in here as well. And then I also put equal parts soy sauce. This is truly Filipino style right here, guys. So some soy sauce and then some vinegar. And this is, in my opinion, one of my favorite combinations because you again get that sweet and salty combination here. So I'm just gonna kind of let all those juices soak into the sardines, pineapple, add a little bit of that saltiness, that robustness of the salt from the soy sauce and the white vinegar flavor just kind of peek through. There you go, guys. This is pretty much ready, I would say. You really don't want to let it cook that long. And I also don't want to destroy the sardines here, but yeah, this is just a really solid little meal right here. And we're going to put that on the bed of rice that I showed you. So let's do that now. All right, we're going to take all of our ingredients here, put all this up on the plate on top of the rice. And we're gonna give this a shot. And again, this is my first time using sardines, but I heard sardines are a great source of protein, equal parts to tuna and way less mercury. All right, guys, we're gonna try this. Again, this is sardines with some rice and pineapple, soy sauce, and white vinegar. So cheers, everybody. You know what? It's definitely a different flavor from the tuna, obviously, but it's not a overwhelming fish flavor at all. In fact, I think it's almost more natural than the tuna. The tuna just kind of has that very obvious tuna forward flavor. With the sardines, I think they actually blend a little bit better with the sweetness of the pineapple, and again, add kind of a, you know, natural saltiness to everything that's not overwhelming. So this is pretty great. And this right here, again, is about, I don't know, 50 grams of protein. So after this, I only have one more meal for the day. So this is what I have for lunch, like I said, about 5-6 days of the week. Well, lunch is done, and it was better than I expected. I actually really enjoyed it a lot. I can't say whether I like it more than the tuna or not, but I would say that they're both great, and knowing it has a lot less mercury kind of keeps me peace of mind, so I don't worry about mercury issues in the future. But after that, again, really not doing a whole lot. I would typically, as I said, maybe once a week, maybe twice a week, would go to maybe like IT Park or ILS Center or something, but the weather today, it's a bit rainy and cloudy, and I don't know for sure if I want to go anywhere quite yet. I could still change my mind. Who knows? Maybe in the next 45 minutes, maybe I'll go somewhere. But this is usually the time when I make that decision. Do I want to go out and do something, or do I just want to stay home? So it's kind of leaning more towards a stay-at-home day. But for the vlog content, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But either way, this is the time where I'm kind of not doing a whole lot of extra stuff and just relaxing for the day. Well, as expected, guys, I did absolutely nothing today. It's a little past 8 p.m. now. I'm about to have my last meal of the day, which is just typically some chicken and rice, another protein shake, of course, which I've already got prepared over there, and the same oat crackers that you guys saw before. But yeah, really just basic, some chicken and rice basically, and then put in a little bit of oyster sauce, and at the end, just to give it a little extra flavor. Again, if you're in Philippines, oyster sauce is kind of life. So gonna heat this up, get cooking, and that'll be pretty much the end of my day. So, well guys, that is pretty much my day in the life. I just had some dinner, and pretty much just gonna chill out the rest of the night. I'm going to edit the video that I'm making right now on my computer before I go to bed. But this is, I know, maybe not particularly super exciting day in the life video. Like, you know, you guys aren't seeing me going out doing some crazy adventure or anything like that. But I really wanted this video to reflect the true day-to-day life that I live, not the go out and, you know, travel to crazy beaches and islands. All those videos will be on my channel, guys, but those are more like the once a month or twice a month kind of little adventures that I might do. But this is a very typical day in the life, and it almost seems more like a like nutrition, like gym video of some sort. But it is a huge part of my life. I mean, it's 5 days a week, and eating like this 6 days a week. Really try to focus on losing weight, getting healthy again, and I just you know, wanted to show what I really do day to day. But either way, hopefully there was some entertainment behind it. I also, as I said before, just want to get a video out because I know that there's some of you guys who are new subscribers, and I wanted to show you guys what my typical day is like. So before I go to edit this video, though, I do want to show you my nice little balcony view from the night perspective. Probably one of my favorite things to do is just kind of come out here and look at the beautiful night view as well. Kind of get that nice city sky view. I don't know what I'm trying to say. The city view, anyways. Mixed in obviously with that mountainous view that we see or saw earlier rather in the day. But this is something that I'm so just grateful, you know, compared to my apartment that I was living at before. You guys remember seeing that video. Really different lifestyle I live now. I can go into more detail about that in another video. I did, as I said before, did an interview with Gio down in the description below. That video, as I said, is there. Watch that. I go in a little bit more detail about the budgeting here in the Philippines. But hopefully this gives you guys just a little perspective about my current lifestyle here. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I definitely love doing kind of vlog style content videos. I kind of want to get one of those DJI Pocket little vlog cameras. I don't remember what they're called exactly. I saw Gio uses that, and I'm really thinking about investing into one, especially when I start traveling. I obviously want to bring you guys along and show you my perspective in some new islands and explore some new places. So anyways, this video has probably gone on more than long enough, so I hope you guys enjoy this very typical day in the life video. Sorry again if it doesn't seem super extravagant. There will be definitely more interesting videos to come very soon, but just wanted to share a little piece of my life with you guys, because we all live a certain lifestyle. Everyone's lifestyle is different. I want to show you what mine was like. But if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like. Always means the world to me when you guys tune into the videos. And please, as I said, if you have any comments, questions of anything in the Philippines, please let me know. More than happy to reply to everybody. And other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.